Hi, good afternoon everybody. Well, I thought it was about time I did a video show round of my motorhome. I've had it a couple of months nearly now, so I've had a little bit of time to get used to it. I've picked up so much information from other people on YouTube around motorhomes, and indeed probably swayed my thinking in terms of the layout I went for in the end. So I hope my couple of videos of outside and inside help to give you some insight if you're planning a new motorhome or your first motorhome. So I've already following quite a few motorhomers on YouTube. Was watching Gadget John do a show round of his new motorhome yesterday, and so hopefully you'll get some value out of this. So what I was going to do first was do a clip of the outside of the motorhome, show you what all the features are, what it does, and try and answer some questions that I've sort of seen previously on YouTube. So before I do go outside, it is a Auto-sleeper Corinium. It's a 2017. It's only got 2,000 miles on the clock. So as you can imagine, it's in great condition. I was really lucky to sort of come across this particular one through a friend of a friend. So I say very fortunate to come across this one. Really pleased with the purchase. I say I've had it a couple of months now, and absolutely delighted with it. So as I say, I will do the outside first, and then if you've got any comments or questions, please ask, and I'll do my best to answer them. I do already have a YouTube channel, but this is my first video for this particular motorhome, so I hope you enjoy it. And forgive me if it looks a bit rough around the edges to start with, but here goes. So we'll sort of start on the outside first, and then I'll do the inside on another video. So here goes. Hi guys, so as promised, I thought I would do a very quick show round of the outside of my Auto-sleeper Corinium 2017. So as you can see, it's a 2.3 multi-jet 2 150. So I'm just going to sort of pan round. So apologies, very bright today, so if that's coming through on the video, huge apologies. So just as we pan round, so it is a Ducato, Fiat Ducato base, which I'm really pleased with. It is automatic transmission. So if you've already seen the video of the interior, I've spoken a little bit about that already. So just in terms of the outside of the van then, so we've got a couple of outside compartments. So this one here, it is a waterproof compartment. You can't access it from inside the van, but there are some drainage holes underneath, so it's excellent for sort of keeping water pipes, that sort of thing in there, so useful for that. Got a couple of windows on this side. Also got the vents there for the fridge and the freezer. So just as we sort of move on round, also got a electric step there, which is quite useful because it'd be quite a big step to get into without that. So moving on round, so I'll try and tell you what some of these things do here. So this is the outlet for the heating system. So this is the outlet vent for the heating system, the Truma heating system. Here you've got a gas outlet, so you can hook up an outside barbecue or something like that. So really useful feature to have. Apologies if you can hear the traffic. So yeah, you don't need an extra gas bottle. You just hook your barbecue up to that outlet and switch it on, and away you go. so that's quite a useful feature. And you've also got a 230 mains plug socket there, again, which is a really useful feature to have. Not too many motorhomes have those, but I have used it a couple of times already, so a really useful feature to have if you're hooked up to mains electric. We've got another compartment here which is you can access from the inside, so this is underneath the fixed bed. It gives you a compartment of about 4 foot by 4 foot, I guess. So again, really useful feature to have for storage. You know, it's great for putting camping equipment in and things like that if you're going away. This particular motorhome doesn't have a garage, but it has got plenty of storage inside and outside, so that's what that is. Another really useful feature which I have used a couple of times is outdoor shower. So you can use that to kind of you know, clean off muddy boots or whatever. Again, it's a really useful feature to have. Runs hot or cold water, and the pressure is pretty good, to be honest. I will show you. So hopefully you can see that okay. Pressure's pretty good. And say that runs hot or cold water, so another really good feature to have. So that's pretty much everything on this side. On the top I've also got a 120 watt solar panel, which isn't although it would be really effective if I wasn't hooked up to electric. It's quite useful obviously to have if you're out and about and not hooked up to electric. Might think about getting another one if I can, but that's not high on the list of priorities at the moment. And there is also a ViewCube MaxView satellite dish on the top as well, which I have to say is absolutely fantastic. Just in case anybody's wondering what that hole there is for, that's for the tool that operates the stabilizers, which I have to say is a fantastic addition. I'm guessing that's pretty standard on most motorhomes, but really useful on the bigger ones. This one's about 7.6 meters long. So coming on round to the back, so I have got a cycle rack there for a couple of bikes, and you probably won't see it because of the sun, but also got a rear view camera as well, so that's really useful on a long motorhome like this. So moving around to this side, you've got the inlet for the scented water for the toilet. So that holds probably about 7 litres of scented water for the electronic toilet flush, and then that's your toilet underneath there, which I probably tend to, at the moment, because I'm self-isolating, probably tend to empty about once every 6-7 days, I guess. So that's that. Just if anybody does want to know, you put the blue liquid in the toilet itself, and then you put the pink liquid in the toilet flush. Was one thing that did confuse me to start with. So carrying on round, so we've got a few things here. So this is your permanent hookup for water. So as your freshwater tank empties, this clever device keeps it topped up. I understand that a lot of campsites have the facility for permanent hookup to save you having to keep sort of filling your water tank up. That's what this does. So I've got this connected up to a standard water tap, so that keeps my shower and other sort of clean water taps topped up, so I don't have to keep filling them up. That's your MaxView TV digital aerial point and satellite aerial point. Haven't needed to use that because I've got a satellite dish on the roof. I don't use digital TV because I've got Now TV that's connected up to my very good internet. If you want to know what that is, I've gone into a bit of detail on that on the video that shows the inside of the motorhome, so take a look at that if you want to, but as I say, not needed to use that yet. Moving on around, you've got the permanent hookup for the 230 AC, so yeah, just keep that permanently plugged in because I'm at home at the moment, so obviously I can use everything I need to. All the 230 volt plug sockets in the van I can use as and when I need to, so yeah, and I've got it actually hooked up to a sort of one of these plug-in electric meters, and I'm using about 80p a day at the moment, which I don't think is too bad. I tend to have my Truma heating system on mix 2, which is kind of half electric and half gas, or at least that's what I believe. Tell me if that's not right. But yeah, don't think 80p a day is too bad really, when I'm sort of, you know, self-isolating in it at the moment. That's the inlet for the fresh water, so if you were having to top your water tank up as and when you use it, that's what you would have to unlock and fill up with fresh water. But as I said, or as I'm already on permanent hookup, I don't need to do that. And then finally, I've got the LPG gas, so I've got an underslung tank which I believe holds about 25 kilos of gas, LPG gas. It costs me about £17 to fill up, and it usually lasts me about 5 weeks, so I think that's really good. The only downside is that, you know, I can't sort of remove safe fill bottles or replace them with Cala bottles, so I have to actually take the motorhome to the LPG station to get that filled up when I need to. But as I say, you know, at the moment it's not too much of an issue. I probably, well, I was quite lucky I suppose that I filled up just before the lockdown started, so I've got plenty to sort of keep me going for the time being. So hope you got something out of that. If you've got any questions, let me know below, but yeah, please subscribe, let me have any feedback, and yeah, I'll look forward to catching up with you on the next video. Thanks a lot.